Welcome everybody to Next Innovation Podcast. My name is Meike Krautscheid. I'm an entrepreneur from Germany, and I'm very happy to be here with one of the most reputable entrepreneurs and investors, and even a book author, Sheikh Hamdan. Welcome. I mentioned your book, Entrepreneurial Mindset.
How to think like an innovator.
How to think like an innovator.
Yes.
I mean, it's like the Next Innovation Podcast. How do I think as an entrepreneur, as an innovator? What are like the key aspects?
So in my book, I wanted to help those who are getting into the business. What are the things they need to take care? So I'm trying to help from A to Z of the person who will have a lot of questions. So what are the things I need to be, how much finance I need to have, and what are the infrastructure I need to do. So I try to cover, because as whatever the problem I faced in my earlier days, so based on that, I wrote this book. Apart from that, when you wanted to do the business in this region, Middle East, so what are the things you need to be careful also, it's mentioned, and what are the things you can take care also. So I think it's going to help anyone who wanted to start a business. And other thing is that how helpful is how supportive is the system in this region also is mentioned in the book. So if you have a good idea and you wanted to move forward, then I think if you go through my book, which can give you more excitement to start your business quickly rather than wait and lose those opportunities.
But if you want to make some examples, what are the things to take care of in this region, especially when you come here as an entrepreneur?
No, the thing is that you need to, again, always you need to take the right decision. Where do you want it to set up your business? Whether it's in the mainland, whether it has to be free zone. There are multiple free zones are there. So these things you need to identify in the right way. Then you start your business. Then there is no going back. So, and as an entrepreneur, he doesn't know, he doesn't have a right advice, then he takes the wrong decision from the beginning, then he has to cope up with that, and it's going to, disturb the processes, and he won't be able to perform well. So that's, so I think those things can be helpful when you read my book. So my idea is to help from the beginning. Then you need to have, and most of the people, they don't understand the value of keeping a proper bookkeeping, because if you are a small business, what you do is that you take all your expenses from the company account, and which is not properly registered. Then what happens is that later you don't know how much is the expense, how much is your revenue. You don't have any clue, and you don't have a proper accountant. So then it's a problem. But yeah. I always insist that even if it is your 100% your own business, when you're taking the money, it is not your money. This is from the company account. So it has to be accounted properly. And if you account it properly, then it doesn't matter. You spend your money, it doesn't matter. But you had to account it. So these small things which I'm helping in the business.
Yeah.
From my experience, yeah.
I mean, many people maybe or probably run out of business because they forgot, for example, in Germany, where you have to pay almost 50% taxes, yes. To put some of the money aside that you make, to then be able to also pay the taxes. Yeah. I mean, here's a different situation, yet
but
soon
here,
taxes are upcoming.
Yeah, and VAT is there, so at least the government also insisting you need to have a proper accounting platform. But still, people are not maintaining it. They are maintaining only the incoming part of it because they have to pay the VAT, but they are not maintaining the proper expenditures. So that's the mistakes most of the entrepreneurs are doing it.
Would you like to tell the audience what is actually the most important message within that book, if you want to share?
My book is telling you, if you have an idea, if an innovative idea, then jump, then don't wait. That's what I wanted to say from my book.
well, jump, but also with considerations that you're not risking too much to lose everything.
Yeah, I mean, you have taken all these precautions. There are checklists is there. You do all this checklist, then you are done.
I mean, as an entrepreneur, you are kind of like also open to take risks, but it's like calculated risks. Yeah. So that's why to check things beforehand before you then actually jump, like free, like bungee jumping, in a way. I think that's also the interesting part of being an entrepreneur, to be somehow adventurous, to not know every month I get that salary, I will go to 9 to 5 to the office, do certain work.
So when you said 9 to 5, I wanted to tell you one interesting story. Recently, on YouTube, I saw one video from one of the free zone. They have put an advertisement that, are you fed up with 9 to 5 work? Then don't do this. You start your business, then you don't need to work 9 to 5. But I'm telling you, if you're starting your business, you'll be working 9 to 9, or you'll be working 24 hours. It's not anymore 9 to 5. But people are thinking, oh no, if I have my own business, I can decide my time. No, once you have your business, you cannot decide your time. Your customer will decide your time. Yeah. So if you don't want to work, then it's not a good idea. If you wanted to put full effort, if you wanted to make it successful, then you need to put extra efforts.
Yeah, I always say I can work anytime.
Yes.
I can work anytime because it's all the time I can work.
You can work, yeah.
It's not limited to 9 to 5.
Absolutely.
But still, it's like I don't have to go to unless it's really arranged. I go to the same office and so forth. I can be creative with where I actually work, mostly when it's connected with the internet. So I'm kind of like I have more power over where I can work and with what customers I want to work, and with what partners I want to also cooperate and build up projects. So yet, I mean, you also have to deal with things that you might not like here and there. For example, doing the accountancy. That was actually one of the struggles at the beginning to do these boring things, but very necessary things.
Absolutely, yeah. So some of them, they don't like to take care of they're very weak in the law. So in that case, you need to have a very good legal advisor, because if you have to identify which area you're not good, so you keep those experts with you. In that case, you don't need to worry.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm not good in finance, but I have a good team to take care of it. So,
exactly.
So that's where only you can move forward.
Yeah. I mean, a beginner in the field of entrepreneurship, he might need to do all the things for himself as a small business owner. Yes. But it's, I think, kind of releasing when you build up the team and when you delegate some of the tasks. Absolutely. Here, and you can do this, you can make the offers and so forth. So you overview the things or give directions to certain developments within a company. And I think that's one of the things you did very, very, very successful within the past 20 years.
Yeah, I hope so. And when you're delegating the work you have mentioned, you have to be very careful that whenever you're recruiting the people, you shouldn't recruit the people based on your emotions. Because one of my friends suggested she or he is a very good accountant, so please take him or her. No. That is not there. You have to see, you have to analyze, you have to interview the person, and you should feel confident, because you're going to delegate and your business is going to get on their, if they make a mistake, it's going to affect you entirely and then your business. So I always recommend people that whenever you're recruiting, you make sure that you have the entire process to recruit. So they don't get influenced by others and recruit the person. I think this is one of the mistake most of the people here is doing, because certain help, they are thinking, okay, I'm helping. Actually, you're not helping the person. You are destroying your business rather than helping other person. You can help that person to get a better job in the right place.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is somehow the principal agent problem. So you want to delegate some tasks to an agent, like then the person you want to employ, and you don't know how this person shows up after the contract is made. So are there hidden motives, any unethical morals, basically? So how does a person actually act after an agreement is made? And there, I mean, it's a process also to deal with the person, to really experience, yes, this is not only a trustful person, but he acts as the person also says. And
yeah, so
I mean,
as you said, if you need to have a proper process from the beginning, then everybody will follow that, and you'll have a systematic way of taking. So everything, there should be a process, So even if you're issuing a small petty cash release, the person's supposed to be signed, and there should be a couple of signatures. Then if you have that process made, then you don't need to worry. So sometime you overtake, or you think, or you oversee those problems, then the problem starts. So don't allow. So if you have a proper system, follow that. The system will not allow you to make such mistakes.
Yeah. I mean, even if you have a system, it might you might find out, there are some gaps still, and you need to adjust the process.
Yeah, you need to improve the process time to time, yes. Yeah.
Exactly.
And
mean,
your business also very dynamic, it is changing. And UAE, it changes every week because the new ideas, new solutions, and the market dynamics also changing here very fast. So you need to make sure that, you are ready for all those changes.
What are the recent developments here in the UAE? Are there any adjustments in law or anything you especially take or need to take care of as a business owner?
As a business owner, if you ask me an opportunity point of view,
not an opportunity, but let's say a framework changed.
So framework, as we all know that now the corporate tax is there. So you have to have a proper accounting system to maintain this corporate tax. I think everybody is aware about it. So you should take it easy. That is one of the recent change here.
And any other advice you would give the future entrepreneurs?
Yeah, if you are doing a business, my advice to them is that UAE is growing, and especially Abu Dhabi global market. I believe that ADGM is going to be the world financial capital very soon. That is the determination they have. And the current world politics, if you look at it, UAE is the most stable, and economically and financially. So that is the biggest advantage sitting in UAE. So I think ADGM will be the right place for if you have a long-term business plan. And the second thing is that a couple of days back, Dubai has announced that the population is going to be double in a few years. So that means everything they require. You understand, in anything, if you're selling, if you have a small grocery, you know that you're going to increase your business because the population is increasing. So it's very good opportunity for any business at this moment here. And I don't think nowhere else at this moment is having this financial and political stability at this moment.
Yeah, I think that's also one of the very, very attractive things about UAE, the stability, the security,
Yes.
and also the openness for the innovation. You go into the metro, it's the most advanced metro in the world, the longest without any drivers. It's all automatic. It's all super clean. And also what I love about UAE is the diversity. You have all sorts of cultures here.
Correct.
People are welcomed. If you are respectful, you're being respected by others. I really, really love it here. And I'm very happy that we can work together also on different projects.
Yes, yeah. This 2024 is going to be a best year, I believe, for all of us, because we can see a lot of initiatives there. So if we are aligned with that, then I think we are done for this year.
No, nothing can stop us, I would say. Even if we make a very, very great success, it doesn't make us lazy, I would say. It gives us actually then the opportunity to create even more positive projects where everybody can benefit from. Absolutely. And that's what I'm very happy for.
Yeah, I can see, we talked about the AI, and we all are aware that UAE is the only country they have AI minister. So there's a lot of AI projects are there. And one of the projects which we are discussing with one of the customers is that predictive delivery. So if you're ordering every month certain items, so next month before you order, your items are in front of you. You can decide whether you wanted to accept or not. So, so this is the way the business is thinking like this. They want it to be very aggressive. Then another thing is that in the tokenization, I believe there is a lot of opportunities are there, real estate and other assets tokenization. So these are the areas which we wanted to focus more in the coming year.
Yeah, also when you mentioned that UAE wants, I don't know, do they want to push that the population doubles, or is it, do they expect? Or
they expect, and that's the prediction. So
okay, so the prediction is that the population in UAE will double, which also means that food and everything needs to be in full infrastructure.
Absolutely.
That everybody's taken care of and so forth. So, and agriculture is also a big topic because ongoing climate crisis. We just had COP 2028 here.
Yeah.
And I think there are struggles potentially, or let's say challenges.
Absolutely.
And what I see is also that the UAE is investing a lot also to create like this carbon to actually they bought up some national park or something in Zambia, I think, or Zimbabwe. Yes. Isn't it?
Yeah, could be. There's UAE has done a lot of carbon credit initiative in African countries, so this is going to be a big impact in the coming year, and UAE wants to be the leader in this carbon credit area also.
Yeah, and sustainability.
Yeah.
As many people don't think about that. They think, oh, there are cities in the desert. It's not sustainable. But when you come here, you actually see how much they are doing for sustainability.
Right.
And also with this cloud seeding, I mean, now you can also grow wheat or other things.
And UAE, now if you want to have cloud seeding, you can approach UAE and UAE can provide you the solution. See, this has become a business model now. So that is the right approach. You do the system, you implement it successfully, then you provide it to the other countries and you make money from there. So.
Yeah, I'm very happy actually to be here and to experience the country, all sorts of ongoing innovations, the culture, and I think UAE can be one of the idol countries, an idol for many other countries.
Absolutely.
Also, it's kind of like a hotspot. For technology, also a wonderful location between Asia, Africa, and Europe.
Yeah, and a lot of connectivity, and the airports now. Abu Dhabi, the new terminal is there. Dubai, Sheikh Maktoum International Airport, and all these airports and the connectivity. So if you wanted to go to any country, there are many number of flights, not only one flight. So even I think to Cologne you can go direct. How many flights are there? So that's where it is. So centrally located. So these are the advantages which a businessman has to see: the security, stability, then the connectivity.
Yeah. Also, what kind of people can you meet here? When many people make a stopover in Dubai, so you can meet people from all around the world.
Right.
So you don't even need to move somewhere else.
Yeah.
The people come here.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And what I notice is that so many opportunities I'm confronted with, basically, which I've never experienced in Germany, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And here it's like, on a daily basis, we talk about hundreds of millions or even billions of dollar projects.
Mm-hmm.
That's on a daily here.
Yes, absolutely.
In Germany, that would be very special when you talk about such projects.
Yes, yeah. So yesterday went to the Abrahamic Center, and I saw the projects surrounding to that. The Zaid Museum is getting ready, and that will be ready this year. Then there are a couple more museums are coming surrounding to that. So if you look at the development, still there is a lot of developments are happening, so developments are happening. People are increasing. Stability, security, and
it's not
connectivity.
Stopping. It's not stopping. It gets more and more attractive. Actually,
yeah.
So it is the place to be. But when you compare making business in UAE, how does it differentiate to other regions or countries or continents like Europe, Asia, or making business in USA?
Yeah. So I have a company in Malta and Netherlands. Malta is it's a metaverse-based solution. Netherlands, it's a blockchain-based solution for identifying the product. Then we have a US also, we have an office. So when I look at the difference in those countries and the UAE is that UAE is more you do business in a personal relationship. And in other countries, it's more on process-based. So here also process is there, but here you do business and more on personal relationship, and you build the trust. And based on the trust, you build more business here. So that's where I can see. So it's more personal here, than the process.
This is also a thing that I like. When I make business, I like to be also friend with the person or the company I do business with.
Absolutely, yeah. So here, when you are doing a project for your customer, you are not only doing that project, you are helping, your intention is to help the business to grow and successful. So that's why I think here it's more personal. So I can feel that difference. But in Europe, it's not, it's in a different way, It's, this is my project. I had to deliver this in so-and-so time. That's it. So, I mean, there are plus and minus in everything, but
Exactly.
but for me, I think this personal touch is helping, and this is the way I wanted to do business. I wanted to continue my business in this manner.
Exactly. It's like a warm welcome also, always.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very warm, very like a family. Even if it's business, it's like family.
Absolutely. So you came here many times. So how do you find, and there are a lot of events you are attending. So every day there are plenty of events. So you can meet a lot of different type of people. So how do you see that, how they are welcoming you as a European here, so as an external person, what you feel, because I'm living in this country, so for me, I know that everybody is welcoming, as you are a visitor here, what you feel?
Well, first of all, before I came for the very first time here to UAE, to Dubai and Abu Dhabi, in my thoughts, it was like, okay, I stay there 1-2 weeks maximum, and then it probably gets boring. And I got invited to speak at 3 or 4 blockchain-related events in March 2022. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time I came to Dubai. Okay. And first of all, I was very impressed about the buildings. Like it looked like so futuristic. I was only missing the flying cars, and they are also now coming. They are already there. And that was one thing where I was like, oh my God, wow. And I wanted to stay like 3-4 weeks for these events. And during these events, first of all, I immediately could connect very well with the people at these events.
Okay.
It immediately felt like family. And not only that I spoke then at 3-4 events, but at the end I spoke at almost 10 events.
Wow.
Got invited to, in total, like 30 events.
Wow.
Even 7 or 8 yacht parties.
Right.
And this togetherness, you immediately embraced, and these connections with the people, I loved it so much. I purposely missed my flight and stayed a few weeks longer, actually.
Okay.
And alone in 2022, I came, I think, more than 18 times to UAE to spend as much time as possible here.
Okay.
And yeah.
I think you should visit during Ramadan. Have you been here during
Yes,
Ramadan?
I actually, in 2023, I also, meanwhile, I have friends who also do Ramadan, and I was kind of like invited to do Ramadan with them and spend the time with them, and actually do like dry fasting for the very first time. You know, when I was in Germany, I was thinking, how can you not eat and drink from 4 a.m. or something until 6 p.m. in the evening, 6:35? And I could not have imagined that this even works.
Yeah.
But here, for me personally, it's like a community event, and I love to do this with the community. Yeah. And then you have a feast in the evening. So this is simply wonderful, a wonderful time to spend Ramadan here.
And for a business also, it is a very good time, and you can build a trust. Here, as I mentioned earlier, the trust is giving you more business. So Ramadan, you can meet the people. They are more free during the suhoor, and so the late evening dinner, you can spend the right time, and once you build that trust, then it's easy to do the business. So for me, Ramadan is a very busy day. Every day I will have meetings.
Yeah, and I think it is important to be open to other customs and to other cultures. And when you are open, to make new experience besides what, for example, what we have seen in German media, in European media. When you come here, you make completely different experience, and you actually experience how it actually is, and not what media tells you how things are. And I think it's the best place to be in the world. I've been all around the world speaking at blockchain technology events, but I think for events, Dubai is the place to be. For business overall, UAE, and also to live. And that's why I'm very much looking for moving with all my stuff from Germany to UAE, and so we can do business together and build up wonderful projects.
Okay. Wonderful. So I think this is the right time we are here, and this 2024 will be the best year for all of us. And wish you also all the best, Mike.
All the best to you as well, Mr. Hamdan.
Thank you. So thank you, viewers. And if you wanted to know more about us, so please visit our website, which is www.nextuae.com. And this video is recorded by one of our sister company called Next Studio. So you can visit nextstudio.digital also. So wish you all the best, and thank you for listening to us.